Hello, my wonderful people, BIAFRA families all over the world. I don't come again. This one na Okute Daily Talk. I did this microphone, your microphone, and our microphone for this early Friday morning. TGIS. That is, thank God it is a Friday. TGIF. Sorry, my dear brothers and sisters. When I have a lot to talk, it will always make me to jump words. But never mind, though. The most important thing there is the message I carry come. It makes sense to you or not. Make una see wetin dey happen for Imo State. E be like say throughout today na the message you wan hear today na from that land of hope. That hope Uzodinjo later turn it to land of hopeless. E don dey happen again. Also, youth wey dey that area now, they don initiate them into all sorts of criminal gangs in that very particular area. Biafran youth, so for that matter, I beg my youth wey dey for Imo State, if una dey look for an organization or secret society to enter, I beg, we need more men at that front line wey be ESN. Make una do what? Kia go and submit your application letter. They will examine you, interrogate you, and also initiate you into the system. We need you. We need more men at the front line to fight in our forest and also to defend our land and our territory. So make una stop to initiate on ourselves to into things we no get head. Make una see how they take talk am. We condemn and denounce the ongoing conscription of Imo youths to criminal gangs in Okigwe, IPOB reacts, and we don't associate ourselves from ESN, IPOB from forceful enlisting. And I don't hear them now, Abi. This one no me talk about. This one is coming from the office of the Media and Publicity Secretary of IPOB, whether na Ima powerless or be Ima powerful now na they call am. So na so it in take be. And another development, this one since all these shenanigans of election tribunal, whatever, this one is the only person where don't come out talk waiting they enter my ear. He say his name na Jason Njoko. Make una hear waiting he talk. He said after 100 days of renewed shege, folks are still defending Old Testament levels of suffering. On Asiam, some people are still jumping up. Imagine that 70-year-old Asari Dokubo, Mumu man, go to head. He carry on in men, custom Abuja, say anybody will do anyhow, go collect anyhow. Say why must they sack Bola Tinubu from office? And I was kind of, these people are not really tired of suffering. You know, say Nigerian system of a government, we say when the corruption favor you, then you begin to sing a different song. But when it does not favor you, that is when you will come out and begin to lament. And that is exactly what is happening in the country. Everybody now is shouting. My greatest happiness is that everything that is happening is not obedient to, not articulated, whether it is called ratified. Everybody must surely face the same renewed shege. So what are we? I went to the X the other day, that is a Twitter, popularly known as a Twitter, and I see a lot of people shouting, oh, Obedient don't collect paper on their eyes, now they are crying. And I was a kind of look at our youths, we're supposed to fight. Obedient, are they fighting to enrich people which have already been rich? Or are they fighting to enrich themselves, if not for the betterment of everybody in Nigeria? But look at some set of people, that is how they have divided the country in ethnic and religious, and also, not our own. This one is our own. Let us support him. All the whole people who keep on shouting Jagaban during the election, now most of them are even looking for where to borrow 1,000 naira to buy food to eat. You see it? Because when the country is good, it's good for everybody. When it is bad, my dear, everybody go collect woto. As simple as that. So everybody now, we just they call go now vote for Instagram or for Facebook or for X, that is popularly known as Twitter. My ESF, including TikTok. If you enter there now, you don't go see anything now. Only Obedient the bash. And I even ask self whether not only Obedient, I go that tribunal. APM go there. Article, which is a PDP, went to the tribunal and also lose out. But everybody now is only Obi simply because Obi is an Igbo man. Obi is a Biafran. Because anywhere where Biafrans there, my dear, there must be a great a difference. Anything where Biafrans put hand, there must be a difference. That envy, the enviness, and the political system in Nigeria that's about to change, just by the fact it didn't change anything, is the appearance of Obi as a presidential candidate too in a Labour Party. That is why everything changed. The team became a competitive, just like when Mourinho first come to England. Then it was only Man U everywhere, Man U, Club Eliza. Mourinho entered and changed the narrative that anybody can carry the league. Not only one particular set of people, just like they are doing in Germany and France. That one a league, that one no be league. Mourinho entered and everything changed. That is exactly what happened to this so-called corrupted system of government in Nigeria. Peter Obi entered and everything becomes a competitive, whereby even common local government, councillors, everything now is competition. People are buying seats, spending billions and trillions of dollars. And I had that Haruna Samani, who delivered that nonsense judgment at the tribunal, was given $7 million. Then other of his colleagues collected $5 million. How much money? Almost 12 billion. 12 billion naira. That is what Haruna Samani gets to deliver that nonsense statement and the nonsense judgment they have written and given to him. Anyway, my wonderful people, please let us go get other headlines we have here before we can be able to forget. PEPT, that is a Rise TV anchor, Rufai Oseni. He don't clash again with a studio, with a guest in their studio. According to Nyesom Wike, he said, and I quote, "I know Obi will not win presidential election." Well, the truth is there. Obi is only lying to himself. He knows he will not rule Nigeria, that they will never allow that. Instead, they will break the Nigeria into two. Anyway, let us go. I beg you, help me subscribe, like, share, and also comment. Turn on the notification button, be notified each time we go live or post something on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. I beg, there's no time to take time. The attention of the global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been drawn to the infiltrators' secret that reveals forceful conscription of some youths of Okigwe in Imo State into the criminal gang known by all sorts of names. Activities in the southeast region. IPOB totally disassociate ourselves from this forceful conscription and the consequential criminal activities going on in Okigwe province and any other place in Biafra land. IPOB condemns the forceful conscription. We, therefore, affirm our commitment to a peaceful approach in demanding for our inalienable right to self-determination until further notice. For now, the only group in IPOB that bears arms are ESN operatives. ESN operatives are volunteers. ESN was established to dislodge Fulani terrorists masquerading as herdsmen who hitherto occupied our bushes and forests, from where they launched deadly attacks on our people in our communities. We are using this medium to call on the communities in Okigwe province to resist any forceful conscription into criminal gang by infiltrators. We do not force or conscript anyone to join IPOB or ESN. Membership of ESN or IPOB is voluntary and not by force. Moreover, the recruitment into ESN has been closed for over 2 good years. Therefore, let it be known to the youths who join the criminal conscription to understand that they are not IPOB or ESN members and are definitely not working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. ESN operatives are disciplined operatives and cannot force anyone to join them. Any group forcing people to join them are criminals and not ESN operatives or IPOB family members. The Nigerian government must realize that Ndi Igbo will always overcome every arrow targeted against our resolve to exit Nigeria. Any Igbo son who wants to become a willing tool of the Nigerian government to destabilize and kill Ndi Igbo in order to blackmail IPOB will end up in shame and be brought to book in due time. This one is coming from Comrade Emma Powerless, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. In another development, after 100 days of renewed shege, folks are still defending Old Testament levels of suffering. Jason Njoko. Nigerian filmmaker Jason Njoko has mocked Nigerians still defending the current administration despite the sufferings inflicted on them, the citizens. Okute News report that Bola Ahmed Tinubu celebrated his 100 days in office on Wednesday, September 6. However, in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, Jackson referenced a social media post he shared last year about saying staying away from people who claim to be satisfied with the ruling All Poverty Congress (APC). Reacting to Tinubu's 100 days in office, the filmmaker said some Nigerians are still wholeheartedly defending what he termed Old Testament levels of suffering. He wrote, "Still after 100 days of renewed shege, folks are wholeheartedly defending Old Testament levels of suffering. If this is what victory looks like, well done, you have truly tried," according to Jackson. According to what did they call him? Jackson Njoko. Okay, your first 100 days in office lack impact on citizens. Meanwhile, chieftain of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), Olufemi Ajadi Oguntoyimbo, has said the first 100 days of Tinubu's administration are not worthy of celebration. Then what are you celebrating? Celebrating full increment, hardship, inflation, everything that got to do sickness in the land. Okute News report that Oguntoyimbo in a statement on Wednesday criticized Bola Ahmed Tinubu over failure to kickstart his campaign promises on a good note. He said it is regrettable that workers are still collecting 30,000 minimum wage despite the increment on all household items due to subsidy removal. The NNPP chieftain also lamented that palliatives announced to cushion the effects of subsidy removal are not getting to the targeted people. Oguntoyimbo added that money realized from subsidy removal should be channeled into infrastructural development, which will benefit every Nigerian irrespective of financial status or background. Arise TV anchor Rufai Hussaini clashed with a studio guest. The video is out there to the public notice. Arise TV presenter Rufai Hussaini on Thursday clashed with a studio guest, Jesutega Onokpasa, on air over a remark made to another guest, James Ezike. Okute News reports that Hussaini had demanded an apology from the Onipasa for berating Ezike for questioning the integrity of the judges that upheld the right to return Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the duly elected by a majority of lawful votes cast. Ezike, a constitutional and a commercial lawyer, questioned the reasons given by the judges for dismissing the petitions filed against the emergence of Tinubu as the winner of the 2023 polls. Added by Ezike's comment, Onokpasa expressed disappointment, saying if he was that great lawyer, maybe he will be a Supreme Court judge. It is highly unfit of him to impugn the integrity of their lordships. Taken aback by the statement, Rufai interjected and asked Onokpasa to take his words back and apologize to his colleagues. Rufai held that it was wrong for Onipasa to attack another guest in condescending manner on the show. I think you should take that back. You shouldn't have attacked him personally. You can't do that to a fellow guest. Take that back with due respect, Rufai Hussaini said. Onipasa, however, insisted he would not take his word back, as he would not condone disrespect against the Nigerian Supreme Court justice. I am a lawyer. I will not stand any lawyer insulting the justice of the Supreme Court. I said I will not take it back, according to Onipasa. The video is out there on a public domain. You can as well do what? You can as well log on and view it yourself. I knew Obi won't win the presidential election, according to Nyesom Wike, the backstabbers. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, on Thursday said he knew the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, will not win the February 25th, 2020 presidential election. Wike claimed that the youth settled for Obi because he was the youngest among the top politicians who contested. He noted that even though the youths were tired of the situation in the country, they did not take into cognizance a lot of things. The minister stated this during an interview on Channels TV. Wike said, I know that he won't win the election. Let me tell you the truth. I am a realistic. For me, the way the election went, it was a tough election. I give it to INEC. the Independent National Electoral Commission. Obi couldn't have won the election. Yes, as a young man, people would have preferred that, but look at how the votes went. There is this generational change. The young people were tired. So for now, the only hope they had was to vote for Obi as a younger person compared to other candidates. But unknown to them that this is not reality of Nigerian politics. They didn't take into cognizance that ethnicity is a factor. They didn't take into cognizance that religion is a factor, not only competence. That is the reality of Nigerian politics. Speaking on the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal on Wednesday, Wike said some believe that the judiciary was right when Obi reclaimed his mandate as governor of Anambra State in 2007, but the judiciary was wrong when he lost at the Presidential Tribunal. He said, did Obi not win at the Supreme Court when he was removed as governor? Did he pay a bribe? Let him tell the world now. According to Nyesom Wike, when he was removed as a governor, did he not reclaim his mandate at the Supreme Court? The judiciary was right, but now that the decision happened, the judiciary is wrong. According to Nyesom Wike. Well, my wonderful people, the viewers and subscribers, and I don't hear them, I beg, make on pass on this message so that everybody got to know what is happening in Okigwe, Imo State, that a lot of groups have arisen all in the defense for the liberation and the BIAFRA referendum. But in the actual sense of it, my dear, now watch you, I beg. So make on know where on they put on ahead, so that at the end you not use your hand to complicate your own matter. Well, now here I go take leave on. Make on use this one day download until I come your way again. I still remain Okute Daily Talk. Help me share, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye for now. Kemesiano.